and obviously I thought I was having a miscarriage. We ended up in the hospital. We thought we were losing a baby. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about the second trimester symptoms. I'm now 31 weeks pregnant. Probably by the time you watch this, I might be 32, depending on how long it takes me to edit. Officially, definitely in the third trimester for like the last 2 weeks now. So we're going to talk about everything that I went through during the second trimester while we take down these braids. They are so grown out and so gnarly and so nasty. So I don't even know when the second trimester starts. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think like, let's put this in a plane so I want to get most of this. Oh, that's why I can't record. These tripods be flying all over the place. Second trimester, that was when, I don't know, I had a really easy first trimester. And if you see it like going in and out of focus, that's the one thing I hate about this camera. Like, for some reason it has this weird focus setting that won't turn off. That just is my worst enemy. So first trimester was like super breeze for me. I've never talked about my symptoms on here, so I guess you go like real quick. But didn't have any nausea or anything like that my first trimester. I mean, during week 6 and 7 I had like, during the first week of, no. Okay, so during week 6 I had, sorry my cat is insane. Around 7:30 p.m. every day I would have like a little bit of nausea. But I only ever threw up one time, and then after week 6 it was pretty much done. And then the other worst thing during the second or first trimester was during weeks 9 through 13 I had really bad migraines. And like when I tell you, like it just never stopped. Like it was a migraine starting in week 9, it did not end until like week 11, week 12. So that was it for the first trimester. Like I had a really easy first trimester. I did have a cervical polyp that I've been like having like I had bleeding and complications with like all the way through to the second trimester. That was the worst part of it. So like going into second trimester, which is like the point of this video, I started with really craving sweets, and I'm not a sweet head, like at all. And then I started getting acne, which really freaking sucked. I had really bad like acne starting around like week 18, and then like week 19 I started getting the sciatic pain, like the one that like shoots through you. Bro, there's so much they don't tell you about when you get pregnant. Like that pain was so bad. Like I would be sitting down and I would get up and immediately want to like drop to my knees. Like it was so awful, absolutely so awful. Okay, so I actually want to talk some more about my cervical polyp because I didn't know anything about polyps or anything before getting pregnant, and apparently I had it already. And so it's basically like a little like node that comes out of your cervix. I'm gonna see if I can put in a picture, and it can cause like bleeding between cycles, you know, like pain during like sexy doing, all that. Like it can cause a bunch of stuff, and that was stuff I was experiencing already and I didn't realize. But they caught it when they were doing the exams on me during my 7 week, one of the weeks, I don't know, early on. So every single day, like I would be bleeding, like every single day. And you know, when you're pregnant, that can be like so concerning because they always tell you, oh, if you're bleeding, then you're gonna have a miscarriage, you know. And I've already had one miscarriage, and so it was just so concerning. So the reason why I want to talk more about it is because more stuff happened with it in the second trimester. So like one day I literally was going to the bathroom, and the bleeding is like more so spotting, you know, like you know how when you spot you just like wipe and there's like a little bit of blood, like nothing major. Well, one day I went to the bathroom and it was like pouring out of me, and obviously I thought I was having a miscarriage. We ended up in the hospital. We thought we were losing a baby. And we were so concerned. We were in the hospital for like 8 hours. First in emergency and then in L&D. It looked, and apparently like, I don't know like what really happened with it, but after that, it went away. And this was maybe like around week 18, 19, somewhere around there, like in the second trimester. And it finally stopped bleeding. So we think that it like, I don't know if the right word is like burst or did whatever. There's so many things they don't tell you when you get pregnant. So many different concerns and everything like that. And like to obviously be like sitting in the bathroom like gushing blood when you're pregnant is like so scary. But it turned out like baby was fine. We literally did an ultrasound. He was in there like dancing and putting his hands all around. Like I'm over here like sobbing. Like Jamie's over here concerned, serious, and like he's never serious. And like it was just so much, but all because of this polyp. Once it did do that, I haven't had bleeding anymore. Because you know you're supposed to finally get a break from your period. But yeah, that was like super scary. Oh, then I started getting lightning crotch. If you have never heard of lightning crotch, because like I had heard people talk about it with pregnancy, but like not really explain it. It really feels like there's a bolt of lightning shooting straight through your privates. That's the best way I can describe it. Apparently it's when the baby hits some nerve or something when he's moving around. But oh my god, I swear this little guy likes to do it on purpose. Because I'll be saying like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't do lightning crotch. And then that's when he'll do it. Like, he knows what he's doing. Worst pain ever. Like, and then you like freeze. Like the first time it happened, I screamed. Like I literally legit, I was like, ah! Like, looking back now, that's probably a little dramatic. But like, it makes you like, you freeze in your tracks. And like that's what it feels like. You got hit by lightning. Well, I've never been hit by lightning. But that is what I can imagine. Just coursing through your body. Absolutely terrible. Another symptom that I got like after like the leg pain and stuff like that, was I actually got really emotional. And I know this might sound weird, like of course you have hormones, you get emotional, but I wasn't in the first trimester. But the second trimester, like I would get so sad. I would feel like I just wanted to be, oh, stop it, sorry, it's my cat. I just wanted to be like around my child's father. Like I didn't like, I felt like I could finally feel the baby's emotions to my partner, if that makes sense. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but if he would leave the room or if he would go to work, like it was a wrap. I was crying, like, which wouldn't make sense because he could piss me off right before that, but it's like I would feel that the baby wanted to be around him. I know that sounds crazy, but I've never heard of anyone talking about that before, but I swear, like I felt like I was feeling the baby's emotions more. So we tried to make it a point for us to spend more time together. Let me see, did I have any weird food cravings? My only main food cravings were Latin food and Asian food. I was obsessed. I could eat that every day of my pregnancy, like, you know, like Latin plates or like ramen. I did actually eat sushi. There's this really nice place here in Orlando called Hidden Sushi, and it's like made really fresh. It's like courses, they like will make it in front of you, and I had the cake and I had to get that. So another symptom that hit me out of nowhere was heartburn. That was late in my second trimester. I can't remember the exact week. It was around my baby shower, something like week 27. I had never felt heartburn before, and it's so funny because my stepmom asked me at that baby shower, like, oh, have you been having heartburn? I was like, no. Literally 2 days later, I started having heartburn. I literally had to look the feeling up because I didn't know what I was feeling because I had never had heartburn before. And I don't know how true these things are about like, oh, if you have heartburn, that means you're gonna have a lot of hair, or the baby's gonna have a lot of hair. Because on the mom's boards, they'd be like, yeah, I had loads of heartburn and my baby was bald as hell. And then other ones be like, I had no heartburn and my baby came out with full head of hair. So I don't know, all these like wives' tales are like crazy. The one that I really don't like, that I really wish we would stop, is that like when you have a girl, she steals your beauty. And when you have a boy, like, oh, he gives back, like, cut it out. Cut it out with that. I'm so sick of that. Like, that just sounds terrible. Like, you either are prone to getting acne and all that, or you're not. Like, stop this whole thing that girls steal a mother's beauty. Like, as if you're making your daughter be you're your daughter's first hater. Like, that's what that gives. Like, I don't know. I just thought that was just so gross and just like, oh, my boys do everything great for me and my daughter steals my beauty. Oh, no. Absolutely not. Throwing tomatoes, boo. Don't like it. Okay, so the last and worst symptom of the second, oh, I think I might just cut my hair. I think I definitely did. Oh, I'm gonna go back. The last and final symptom was back pain. And it's not like lower back pain. It's not like any back pain I've ever experienced. It's in the middle of my back on the right side of my spine, like in like a 2-3 inch radius, and it hurts so bad. And it won't go away. Like, no matter what I do, like we have to get this super nice massage gun with like heat. I've tried, like I have to sleep on my back up, like almost sitting up, like sitting just like this hurts too. Like I look, like have to have all types of stuff, pillows, all this. Like it's nothing helps. They actually gave me a prescription or a referral to go get physical therapy because I've tried so many things and it's not working. But who has time for that? Like who not even has time for that? But who has the money for that? Like I cannot do another copay because like I just finished paying off like the regular OB payments. And now I have to go get IV infusions because that's a symptom that appeared now in my third trimester, is that I have some sort of, yeah, that was definitely my hair, some sort of iron deficiency. So now I have to go get IV treatments at the hospital, and that's apparently going to be $400 some every time I go. And I'm like, I don't have, like, I absolutely hate insurances and copays and all that stuff because by the time you pay off the whatever it is that you have to pay off so the insurance will start covering it, the year ends and you just have to start over again. Like it's like January or December like 30th right now or something like that, and I feel like I just made it. And now I'm having these IV treatments that are going to start on January 2nd, and surprise, it started all over again. I have to pay my out-of-pocket copay, which is like $400 for everything. I've been thinking about just getting rid of my job insurance and like just going on like government insurance because like the copays is awful, like absolutely awful. So that's something that's been like kicking my butt. I mean, obviously I've been exhausted, but like that's been something that I've just been my entire pregnancy, like since the start. My energy is so low. But like thinking back, those are my second trimester symptoms. And honestly, like people say you get your like energy and all that stuff back in second trimester. My first trimester was the easiest for me. Besides those couple weeks when I had the migraines, like it was a breeze. Like I kept forgetting I was pregnant, to be honest. Wait, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Okay, so I officially finished my hair. That was all of my symptoms for the second trimester. So we'll see what happens during this trimester. I kind of want to start doing like vlogs in the third trimester, like third trimester vlogs. But we will see. It takes a lot. You know, we're really tired by this point. Now I just gotta like wash and style all this too. This is the only thing on the agenda today is my hair. But if you watched this far, thank you. I would love it if you could subscribe, or you know, if you're pregnant, tell me what your symptoms are. Like, you know, like let's kind of go through this thing together. Especially if you are doing February, March, April, then that means we're kind of around the same time. So yeah, I would love to talk to you guys, and thank you again. Stay tuned for my next video. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but stay tuned. Bye guys.